I am here with my haul from the Traveller's Factory visit in Kyoto. I am really excited to show you what I bought. There is a lot here, and I will explain. It is a bit of a haul. Again, I will explain. So I'm going to put this off to the side and show you things one by one. So I guess the very first thing we'll start with are these little mini prints. I think they call it a mini card set. So it comes in a pack of 3. I think it was around $3. I don't know the exact price. I do have a receipt here somewhere, but honestly I don't know where it is. But there were a few different packs. I think there were like 3 different packs, and I really liked the look of these ones. So this is the card set that I picked up. I just thought they were really cute as ephemera. It's just blank on the back. They all look the same. And that's what I picked up. I haven't used it yet, but these might even be cute just pinned to the front of a notebook. Like I probably won't use it like that, but it might be really cute like that, or just stuck in as ephemera or in the cover. So that's the very first thing that I bought. I'm going to try not to ramble too much because there is a bit to get through. The next thing is, I haven't actually opened this yet, I don't think. I did a little live reaction unboxing for my Patreons, but I can't remember if I actually, sorry, I'm just adjusting the mic. I can't remember if I actually opened this. I wasn't sure what it was because it's in kanji and I can't read the kanji, but I think it's a bookmark. That just says taipu, but I'm going to use it as a bookmark regardless of what it is. So I'm opening it for the very first time, I believe. But I was thinking not only as like a reading bookmark, I thought it might be good as a planner bookmark to just mark what is going on. Oh, it's taped down. To just mark where I am, like in the planner currently. Oh, that's really stuck on. Okay. Oh, cute. It's got like the ticket number in the back too. Oh, it's already open at the top. I'm always struggling with opening things. So it's just like regular cardstock, pretty thick. It's got like ticket numbers on the back. And it looks like that. Yeah, I think it's just meant to look like a train ticket. I think like maybe the more vintage looking ticket. But it's really cute. I don't particularly like the color of the ribbon, but I mean, I think that's really cute. I could use that as a bookmark or as a planner bookmark. I'll probably end up using it more as like a reading bookmark. The next thing is, which again I haven't opened because I'm saving it for you guys on camera, is this keychain which looks like a hotel keychain. It says acrylic key holder hotel. So sorry, it takes me a really long time to read Japanese, but it's an acrylic, oh, I need scissors, acrylic hotel key holder. That is the official name for it. And for some reason it's already got finger marks on it, but yeah, it's really cute. I don't really have keys to use, but I figured this would be really cute just on a bag too if I wanted. I just knew I wanted to own it. I honestly don't have a very functional reason for buying this, but yeah, it's very cute. I like the colors, I like the design, and I like hotels, so that's why I bought that. And then I bought 2 prints. I just like this one because it was simple. On the back it's just like a vintage looking postcard. I believe these are around $3 to $5 each. I can't fully remember. But it just has a simple quote on the front. And then this one is just like a little Japan souvenir one. And I like that it had the Traveller's Factory Airport and the main shop, the flagship store in Nakameguro. And yeah, I just thought it was a nice little souvenir. And this one I don't know where to put these. I just like postcards because they're a really good size, and I could easily, again, sneak peek of my planner, put this in the front here. That could be cute. I was thinking of putting a photo here though, so maybe I don't know, maybe I can do that and a photo. Who knows? But we can leave that in there for now. This I might just put in my travel insert as a tip in, maybe. I really like this illustration here. So those are the 2 prints that I bought. I mostly didn't buy like too many accessories. I feel like I bought mostly inserts because I was stocking up. If you watched my like what I'm packing video, I did a wish list. Like I shared what I was planning to buy, and so I feel like I pretty much stuck to the wish list. I couldn't be 100% about it because it depended like on how I felt once I got there. Actually, before this, I have 2 more accessories. I bought this washi tape. It's been in my travel bag, so there's a bit of fluff everywhere, but this is a ticket washi tape. I don't particularly love the color, but I do like the design, and it's not too bright once you put it on the page. It just looks really red here, but it's not actually perforated washi tape. It's just like one giant one, and you have to kind of cut it yourself, but you know, that's very minor. I believe there's only these 4 designs here, and then it just repeats again. But I really like the look of this. I don't know how often I'm going to use this. I did use this. Oh, now I have to put it back. I did use this in my travel journal a couple of times. This is quite difficult. But yeah, I am a sucker for vintage looking train tickets, any sort of like vintage ephemera. I'm doing the worst job possible here. Okay, that'll have to do. I've trapped in a scrap. There was a train station one as well, but I think it was only Tokyo's stations, and I really liked it. But then I was thinking, like, when would I use this? Because it would feel weird to use it unless I was at that station. And so yeah, I just felt like it wasn't functional, even though I liked the design of it. And the very last kind of main accessory I bought was this brass clip, which I don't think I opened. I don't know why it's opened. So again, I mentioned that Maddie from Hello Naya lent me her clip to test it out, to see if I would, I'm grabbing it now, to see if I would like it, to see if I would use it. So this is her one that she let me borrow, and she keeps it very clean. I did not use this once while I had it, and that should be reason enough not to buy it, but it looks so pretty and I enjoyed having it around. I just enjoyed seeing it. And so I think it was only $13. It wasn't too expensive. I think here in Australia it is around $30, which did sway my decision, but it was a lot cheaper in Japan. And so I felt like it's such a staple to the traveler's notebook that yes, I did indeed. I have no idea how to open this. I did indeed buy it, even though I didn't use it. But then also, this is a very clever box. I did also suspect that I'm not using it because I'm actually not used to, wow, hers is a lot shinier. I'm not used to clipping down notebooks when I journal. It's just not part of my habit yet. I'm just used to kind of dealing with the annoyance of having the notebook page kind of lift up. And so, yes, I did eventually buy it. And I don't regret it because I think it's really pretty. I was worried it would be too heavy, but it's not too bad. And I'm undecided if I want to keep it on the cover, because spoiler alert, I did get a cover, my very first cover, but that is the last kind of external accessory, and then we're going into like the inserts and the actual accessories in the cover. So I bought a craft paper folder. I like how just simple this is, and I can see this being really useful for, I mean, I'm a paper hoarder, so just keeping receipts, papers, anything on hand, any sort of ephemera. Nothing too crazy. I think I will put it at the very back, like behind all of the inserts, like they said. Also, I do need to make a disclaimer that I am so new to Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebook, like this whole, oops, I'm dropping everything. This whole thing, this whole world. So, like I said, I only just bought my first cover, so I don't know like the terms, I don't know the history very well. I am very much a newbie, but I bought this. I also got this at the very last second. I didn't choose it, but the lady saw me buying a bunch of inserts and the cover, and she's like, I think you need this because if you want to have more than one notebook in your cover, you need the connecting bands, which I knew, but I thought that the cover had two. I told you, again, I'm very new. I thought that the cover had two bands in there, so I thought by default I could have two notebooks, but no. So she did very kindly include this for me because I probably will need that. And now we're going to move on to the inserts. So I used the lightweight paper insert, which is Tomoe River paper, for my travel insert because it's so light. You get double the amount of pages. I love that. I love Tomoe River paper. It is blank. I don't mind that too much for travel journaling. I feel like it's more flexible when I'm, sticking down ephemera and stuff. So I bought 3 because I also use it for market journaling. So when I travel interstate for markets, I like to document that as well. And I wanted to have inserts ready before I travel so I can start using it immediately. And yeah, I think they're like $5 in Japan, and if I bought this here in Australia, it would be closer to $10, $11, I think, so literally half the price. And so they're so thin and small that I figured it wouldn't be too bad to stock up. I actually bought 2 initially, and then I keep seeing them at, there's always a little section for Travelers notebook stuff at stationery stores like Hands or Loft. And so I buckled and I bought another one because I feel like you can never have too many. I want one per trip. So if I go to Japan again, I mean, not if, I will, but when I go to Japan again, I've got one ready for Japan. I've got one for the entire year for markets and any sort of domestic travel, and then just a spare one in case I go on another international trip. But the lightweight paper insert is pretty much my travel journal insert because it's light, you get a bunch of pages, and yeah, it's just a perfect basic for me. The next insert that I bought is the grid insert. I have not owned this before, again, very new to it, and I had generic Travelers standard sized inserts that weren't actually Travelers company that I had for years actually before I even knew what Travelers notebook was. But I bought these grid inserts because I feel like, first of all, I love the color of these inserts. It's like a really nice brown, but it's like a cardboard brown, like you can see the texture of the color. But also grid is just a really good staple for any sort of journaling. The grid size is slightly bigger than I would like. I think this is 5mm. I think I would prefer at least 4mm, 3mm. Maybe 3mm is a bit too small, but 4mm would be nice. But I figured this kind of insert would be really good for commonplacing, language study, any sort of note-taking things. You will see in my Teshokaigi next week how I plan to use everything. Again, it's not for immediate use. I really wanted a supply of inserts to last me until my next Japan trip, so I bought 2, which I think is more than plenty, because you'll see in a second I bought a different insert. But yeah, I really like this. This will most likely be my Japanese study insert. I'm still making my way through the current one, but after that I will move into the grid insert. The next insert I bought was this. I still have not looked it up in the time that I recorded it previously, but it's a collab insert with Baum Kuchen. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly, and I actually had no idea what this company or brand or anything was. Again, Maddie from Hello Naya, she's my season TN expert, but she told me it's actually a very popular company that does a lot of collaborations with Travelers Factory, Travelers Notebook. So not Travelers Factory, Travelers Company. But I saw this in store and I was like, grid, what is this? This is interesting because I had never seen this before. And so they had a sample out. That's what I loved a lot about the store. They had a lot of samples out so you could see the pages, you could feel it, you could see samples of it. I love the cover. It's quite smooth. It's really different from the grid because the grid is like a textured cardstock, which I also really like. I believe the lightweight paper is also textured cardstock. This is their blank one, also textured, but this is like a very smooth, thinner, I think. Yes, slightly thinner cardstock, marginally. But this is also grid, but a much smaller grid. I believe this is 3 mil. I need to measure now to be certain. It is 4 mil, actually. Okay, so it's a 4 mil grid, which is, I think, perfect in my opinion. 4 mil grid, not too small, not too big. I mean, it's on the small side, but it's lightweight paper, and that was like the biggest seller for me. So it's Tomoe River paper again. So I'm dropping everything. It's exactly the same as the lightweight paper insert with the paper, but it's cream, and I believe the lightweight paper is white. So it's cream, it's got a light grid, a smaller grid. It's also 128 pages, I believe, the same as this lightweight paper insert. And the Tomoe River paper, like grid Tomoe River paper insert is perfect. It's a combination of like the two inserts that I really wanted. It's a combo of these two, which I think is absolutely perfect. And I'm so glad the cover isn't an offensive color. I like how minimal it is. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. This one feels like a really special insert, so I'm not 100% sure what I want to use it for. I think for like the standard grid, I might use for Japanese, since it's less about, oh my god, the grid looks huge compared to it. This one might be, the bigger grid is better for, you know, reading, what am I trying to say? Like actually studying and seeing the words and highlighting things, and just, it's a better size for the studying. But I think for this smaller grid, this is much better for writing, and so this might be what I use for commonplacing if I move into this for commonplacing. So I might have the two, so I've got commonplacing and the Japanese study insert. That is currently, I think, what I'm thinking. I don't have my Tetrikage notes in front of me. I have it planned, but I'm leaving it open. If I do change my mind in the next like week or so, then I'll just go with whatever feels right. But yeah, I really like this insert. I would have bought more. I felt like it was super special. I haven't seen this in Sydney. Again, I'm super new. I don't know where you can get it from. I believe you can get it online. I was told you can get it online, but there was only 2 left. So I bought the remaining 2 because I wanted to stock up. But yeah, this was a really, really good find. Again, you probably already know about this. I'm just an absolute newbie at it, but I bought 2 of those inserts. The very last 2 inserts I bought are limited edition inserts, and I'm actually surprised I bought this. I think I had my eye on this one because I did like the green, but I'm surprised I bought this because I'm actually not a huge fan of foiling. I don't mind it. I just personally don't gravitate towards it. Let me take them out of the covers. I'm doing this for the first time. I have not opened them yet. I only touched the samples in store. But we've got the Kyoto edition insert. It's blank, 64 pages, but cream. And then we've got the green tea paper insert. Oh, there's no label on this. Oh, wait. Here we go. The green tea leaf paper insert, also blank, 64 pages. Also the Kyoto edition. And so I felt like the foiling wasn't too intense when I saw it in store. I can't remember if I was planning on buying this. I felt like, oh, well, it's kind of a nice souvenir. So I was just a bit reluctant about buying Kyoto limited stuff because, hot take, Kyoto isn't my favorite city. There are definitely some amazing stuff in the Kyoto region, the Kyoto area, but we didn't actually stay in Kyoto this time. We were staying around Osaka, and we did day trips to Kyoto, mostly so I could get my insert stuff. But let's start with, I guess, this one. So grey cover. I'm dropping everything on this side. If you could see the mess that I have made. Goodness gracious. So I'm just grabbing the covers to show you the color difference. I feel like it's a hybrid of these two, the grey Baumkuchen one and the beige of the lightweight paper insert. But it is actually a very nice grey and just standard blank paper. I'm not sure what I'll use this for. Maybe I'll save it for a travel journal insert in the future when I go back to that part of Japan, because we like to alternate between Tokyo and Osaka as our base because it's just so expensive catching the train between those two places. So we prefer to base ourselves in one area and explore that and alternate that between trips. So that's a Kyoto insert, and then this lovely, lovely green cover, which is bent. That's okay. Inside, I thought this paper was super interesting. It's green leaf tea. Is that what they called it? Green tea leaf paper. So it says, oh, there's actually a description. This paper is washi, a Japanese traditional paper blended with grinded used green tea leaves from Shizuoka Prefecture, being famous for green tea. You can enjoy the natural texture of the washi paper. It is recommended to write with water-based pens, oil-based ballpoint pens, and brush pens. Feathering might occur if you write with fountain pens. I don't use fountain pens, so that's not a problem, but the paper is not as thin. Oh, that was two. The paper is not as thin as you might think. On one side, you can feel the texture of like what you would expect from like washi kind of handmade paper, but the other side is quite smooth. So that's quite interesting. I don't know what I'll use this for, but I just knew it was so pretty. I really wanted to own it. Maybe in the future I'll do a bit more of a kind of creative journal because I do miss having more of a creative outlet journal. I'm just not, I think I can smell it. Oh wow, it smells like green tea. Oh, that smells really nice. Yeah, so if I never use this, honestly, I think it's okay. I feel like it's a collector piece and it's just really, really pretty. The green is so nice, so I'm gonna put that back in. So I don't have any concrete plans for that, but it's just so pretty that I'm happy to have that. And I think I will save this for my next trip back to the Kyoto area, like Kansai or anything. When I go back there. I should put that in the back. Okay, and now, lucky last but not least, is my TN cover, which I have already unboxed because I was using it in Japan. And again, I did the live reaction unboxing for my patrons. But I got the olive. I did not get the Kyoto limited because again, Kyoto is not my favorite city. It does feel weird to go to the store and not get the limited edition thing, but I don't think I care too much for it. So I got the olive. I did not get the limited edition insert. I had my eye on the olive for months, if not like over a year. This has been a long time coming. It was not impulsive at all. I already knew what I wanted to put on there, the coin, the idea that I got from, again, Maddie from Hello Naya. But yeah, I pretty much unboxed this and set it up very simply for travel journaling. It came out pretty scratched from the box, but like I love how brown it looks. It's like a very, very warm brown. Here is the grid insert for comparison. I feel like they're very similar shades of brown, and this is the blank. Nope, that's not it. Where's the blank insert? Is it the blank insert? Oh, it is. Wow, these are really similar. And this is the blank insert that came with the cover that I have not used yet. So I do have an extra blank insert, but I feel like these are like the same kind of tone. But I did like that once I opened it, it already was a little bit scratched, so that I didn't feel like too precious with it because I hate making the first scratch. But I set it up with, I've already got some photos in here from travel journaling. Let me take it out. I've got the clear zip wallet or clear zip case in here that I put in here so I could carry the ephemera, and I just threaded it through the back, and I have kind of a brochure in there. And then the only thing I've got in here is my travel journal insert, which is getting quite chunky. That's only one journal, and I haven't finished journaling in this yet because I wanted to do this unboxing first before I don't know why actually. I just felt like I had to get this out first before I started, continuing to do the spreads. So I have done this much so far, and that's only about halfway in the trip, so I'm almost about halfway in the insert. So it kind of checks out. I think it kind of works. So I will be continuing to finish these spreads. As you saw, I had a bunch of photos. I will do a video as well on how I printed photos in Japan. I did get some footage of that. It's super easy. And so yeah, all of these photos I did print out in Japan. I'll have a Japan travel insert flip through once I actually finish doing this journal. I'm glad I got through most of it. Like, I did half of the journaling while I was actually in Japan, and so I just need to backlog the remainder, which isn't too bad. I just can't leave it too long, because I know for me, if I leave it for too long, I'll get bored of it. But I did get this insert, and I think once I finish this, maybe I'll take it out now, because I'm not traveling anymore. I do want to use this as, like, this cover as an everyday kind of, not carry, but an everyday, what I'm saying, my brain right now, an everyday planner. I do want to put notebooks in here that will let me use it occasionally, if not almost daily. So like I said, what I was thinking was the grid insert for Japanese study, and then what was the other one? The commonplace. But I haven't quite moved into, like, I don't need to move into these yet because I'm still using up other journals. But I guess we could try to, oh wait. So my Japanese language book is in, like I said, a TN standard size, but it's not actually Traveler's Notebook, it's a generic brand, but I'll move into this one when I'm done, but I'm not quite finished with this one. I don't think I'm even halfway. Almost. Not really. Yes. So I still have a bit to go, but I can thread that through there, I think. So I can live in this for now. And then I think that's really all I can put, because I'm still in my moleskin for the commonplace. As you can see, the size is really similar. But once I finish this, again, pretty much about, oh, I'm more than halfway. That's how much I've got left. So once I finish this, which I anticipate I will, or very close to by the end of the year, then I think I will move into the grid insert and commonplace in here. So I think I can slot this in. Let's do the connecting bands, because I need your moral support, because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, there's instructions here. I mean, I assume you just connect it around. Stretch the band well before setting. Okay. Stretch the band well before using it. The band may be damaged by the friction against the notebook cover edge in case of setting and removing it. Okay. I chose the brown. I don't want to stretch it too much. But let's go to the middle of both. And stretch that. I think that is fairly well stretched. That doesn't feel too tight. It's just a giant rubber band, basically. Let me fix that so it's not twisted. Yeah, I like it because it matches the cover. I mean, it's much more in your face than I would like, but you don't really see it. I feel like this one would be a nicer connecting band if they did the elastic, which does come on the box. I could technically use that, but that's fine. So I have 2 inserts in here. I've got my Japanese study book, and then I've got my Baumkuchen grid insert for commonplacing in the future. I want to put in my craft folder. Shall we do that? I'm not sure how it would work with the clear case, but I was hoping I could just kind of thread both through. Do I just put it in front, behind? How do I want to do this? Yes, I feel like all the way through. okay. It's getting kind of chunky, and it's pushing out the inserts a little bit, if you can see there. I don't think that's a problem. I just need to make sure. I think the cover will soften up a little bit over time to it. But the size of that is great because those are pretty much, like the second one is pretty much a new insert. The Japanese one isn't going to get too chunky because it's just words in there. So I think that works really well. But let me see what that looks like. So I want maybe to put a mini postcard set on here. Oh, I'm making a mess. Maybe one of these might be cute. Does that fit? Oh, it does. I feel like that one's a bit too in your face. Like it's too much Traveler's Company. I think that one works. Let me do that one. I also had my eye on the card kind of insert, but then I was thinking I'm already going to have these two. I feel like it's going to be too much. But that's not too bad. I quite like that. No idea what I'm going to put in here. But I just like the idea of having it there. There's one in the back too. Okay, I think I like the feel of this. So yes, I have set up my Traveler's notebook, my very first one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the dust bag like forever. I feel like I'm just doing that now because I'm precious with it, because it's still very new to me, but probably eventually, you know, give it like 6 months, a couple of months, I might just eventually just have it out on my desk, but because it'll get annoying trying to pull it in and out. But for now, because I'm not using it every single day and I'm still using up other journals, I will keep it in here until I get sick of it. But I'm super happy with the color. I was really worried that the olive would be too green for me. I definitely wanted something more on the brown side. The reason I didn't get the brown cover was because it was the material wasn't ideal. Again, Maddie was telling me that it was too high maintenance for me, knowing what I would like, and you'd have to condition it, which I don't want to do. I'm sure people don't, but also it scratches a lot, and I'm not a fan of the huge contrast of scratches on that cover. The way it looks, like, it's nice, but I just don't think it was for me. And I do like the buttery softness of the olive and how it's more of a warm brown. But yes, the next thing to do is to go through this travel journal insert, complete my spreads, and then I will do a flip through. But that is pretty much everything. I've made a mess. Oh, no, one more thing. I almost forgot. There are stamps at the Traveller's Factory. Of course, the stamp caravan thing. And I did collect stamps, so I thought I would show you what stamps I did collect. I bought this notebook from like MemoPad from Daiso. It was only $1.10, so I just bought this to collect it. I didn't want to stamp directly into my travel journal because I hadn't done the layout yet, and I really wanted the flexibility of being able to add the stamp later, like work around the stamp. I didn't want to like commit to having it. I'll show you an example. So here is one where I stamped it from a garden that I went to, and then I just cut it out afterwards. Same thing here. So I like being able to use it like a sticker rather than trying to work around the stamp, because I wasn't sure what layout I would want to use. I'm trying to find, I thought I had another stamp in here. I guess not. So I haven't finished, cutting everything out, but I did stamp on here. Oops, wrong way. I did stamp on here, and it got a little wrecked in my bag, but I will cut them out and put them in my journal when I'm ready to like use it like a sticker pretty much. So I stamped like multiples of each because I was like hoarding them, but I really wanted to be able to have multiple. This is a really cute one. I'm just gonna flip through them quickly, silently. I don't think I have anything to say about it. I've already cut one out here. Did I use it? I can't remember if I used that one. I really like this one. It's really cute. So some of these I have collected before when the stamp caravan has come to Australia, but some of them are new. I really like this one clearly, so I stamped it 2 more times. Yeah, so some of them I do have and some of them are new. I'm pretty sure this one is new. I definitely already have this one. I already cut out the stamp, but I really liked it, so I stamped some more. This one is new, the Kyoto one. Stamp some more of it. I definitely spent, I think that's it. I definitely spent a long time collecting these stamps, but yeah, I think like 5 people came and went while I was still stamping. I used this book for other stamps. Wait, they're in there somewhere if you get a peek of them. I just kind of flipped to any random page to stamp it really quickly, so I will show you that in a future video. But that brings us to the end of my TN visit and TN shopping haul. Not too much of a haul. I feel like I was kind of sensible-ish. It was all things that I kind of planned, and again, I'm hoping these things last me a year. I tried to be, you know, strategic about it and not overbuy, but again, it's one of those things where like it's okay to have extra inserts because you're going to use it up eventually. It's not a waste. If anything, I'm saving money by buying it in Japan while I'm there instead of buying it here in Australia for double the price. So yes, this is what I bought. A bunch of inserts. Oh, I didn't buy this one. A bunch of inserts, my cover, and a few accessories. But thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. I'd love to know if you've been to the Traveller's Factory, if you own any of these accessories as well, and if you went as... I wouldn't say this is crazy. I feel like this is sensible because I feel like I planned it, so it wasn't like a impulsive thing. But yeah, I would love to know what your experience was, or if you're planning to go. The only one I haven't gone to now is the one at the airport in Narita. I believe that's the only other one. So I have been to the Nakameguro one, but it was closed. Did I say it weird? Nakameguro one, but it was closed when I got there, and at the time I wasn't really interested in Traveller's Company, so I wasn't going to wait around until it opened. But the next time I go to Tokyo, definitely going back to that one. I haven't been to the Tokyo Station one either. So yes, very exciting. Goals for next time to visit that, and hopefully I get to use a bunch of these inserts before then. But also it's fine if I don't, which means I don't have to buy more the next time I go. Oh, bonus. If you do have this insert, the green tea leaf paper one, green leaf tea paper one, I would love to know how you use it. I'm assuming everyone kind of uses it for like an artsy creative style of journaling just because the paper is so pretty. But yes, I would love to know if you can give me ideas on how to use that. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm planning to use that, but yes, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!